Hey y'all, it's Megan. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be sharing some thrift, yard sale, estate sale finds that I got for my new apartment. I'm actually sitting in my new apartment. It's completely empty right now. I just got my keys this morning. I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna have shared the empty apartment tour already before I post this video, but either way, I'm so excited for you guys to see it because it's just beautiful. Like, it has a lot of character, it has a lot of cool things about it, but also there are some areas that I can bring in personality and fix up and stylize, and I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited. You know, I moved from Texas to Maine. My first apartment here was a furnished apartment. There was only so much I could do to bring in personality and to make it my own. And now I'm in a completely on my own apartment, and I'm just over the moon pumped. So let me show you what I picked up over the past couple of weeks at some thrift stores, some yard sales, some estate sales, and even just off the side of the road. All right, first up, I'm gonna show you some things that I got at our local Goodwill. I got a crazy deal. Like, I scored so many things for like 20 bucks. So I'm just gonna dive in. So the first thing I'm gonna show you guys are these two flat baskets. They're very thin. They're exactly the same size. It was two for $1, and I thought these would be cool, like to be a part of a gallery wall or as like wall hanging. So that's the intention I bought them for. We'll definitely see where they end up. At the Goodwill, I found a whisk. Nothing too exciting. Who doesn't need a whisk? My current apartment had all the kitchen utensils pretty much. So my kitchen supplies, my kitchen equipment is very bare, my collection. So I'll have to be adding things, and I got a whisk. I have not yet confirmed that this works, but I did buy an iron. Whoops. I kind of like this iron because the cord is blue and it has like, it's really freaking heavy. It has kind of a vintagey look. It was, how much was this guy? It was $4. So if it doesn't work, it's no like huge loss, but if it does work, that's a heck of a deal for an iron with a blue cord. All right, next up from Goodwill, I picked up this gold frame. It's a really good size. Maybe like a 12 by 18, bigger than that. But it's really good size, and mostly I just bought it for the frame. I like this size, I like the gold. I don't particularly care for the art print inside, but who knows, I just know that I'm gonna need some frames around here. The last two things I got from the Goodwill are both larger. So the first thing of those two is I got a toaster oven, and I'll put some footage in here. It is mint green. It is adorable, and it was, I think, $6, and it works. Confirmed, because I made fish sticks in it last night, and it totally works. It needs a good like scrub down, and the door doesn't close totally, but I didn't realize that when I bought it because the door was taped shut at the store, which I just assumed to keep people from putting stuff inside of it. But regardless, it still works, and it's still pretty cute, and I might be able to fiddle with the springs a little bit to make it close all the way. And the last thing I picked up from the Goodwill is this chair. It's a really solid wooden chair, low back, curved back. You know, I'm not like crazy about the color, but I plan on painting it. I actually have an idea of exactly what I want to do with it. It will end up being a dining chair for sure, but it's really sturdy, solid construction. It was $4. I'm pretty sure it was $4. And I'm going for kind of like a little bit more of an eclectic style, like kind of just collected, gathered, comfortable, cozy, cute, colorful, but not overdone. That's a lot of adjectives, but I can't really think of a specific name for the style I kind of want to go for, but as I figure it out, we'll figure it out together. But I didn't mind going for a more like collected look as far as dining chairs go, and obviously I'm on a budget, and you just can't beat a $4 chair. Actually, you can beat a $4 chair because I have another chair and I got it for free. So this chair I found on literally the side of the road by my not my dry cleaners, my laundromat. There's a whole bunch of stuff out for free. I found this chair. It needs to be tightened up a little. It needs to be cleaned. It needs to have a good coat of paint. I know exactly what I'm gonna do to make these chairs kind of like match together. But you know, it's a free freaking chair. It's pretty cute. I feel like the chairs also kind of complement each other. I feel like they go together pretty well, even though they are different. And I'm happy with that find. Also, in that same group of free stuff on the side of the road, I also found an ice brush or a snow brush in that same pile of free stuff where I picked up that chair, but it's not really for the house, so I didn't care to show it to you. But I did find a free snow brush. So next up, I'm gonna show you some things I found at a flea market. I was just driving by, I saw this flea market. I was like, hey, let's go in and check it out. Never been in before, and I had enough time to stop. So I found two really, really sweet things that I think you're gonna like. First up, I found this really, really pretty pink, almost like depression glass pitcher. Maybe like a gravy boat, maybe for creamer. I'm not even sure if it will get used or be more of a decorative object, but it's just so pretty. Like the ridges are so pretty and that pink is so lovely. It was $4 at the flea market, and I just kind of saw it and like, I was like, I need to have that. Like I need this lovely little depression glass pitcher. It can't be a pitcher, it's way too small, but you know what I mean. Okay, I only bought one other thing at this flea market, but y'all, look at this yellow Dutch oven. How beautiful is that? It's so pretty. Really good size, really good shape, not really scratched up that much. The top is yellow, front and back. I don't know, it's just like really cute and charming and vintage. The bottom is, let's see, oven, microwave, freezer, and dishwasher safe. Designed in America. Roscho is the brand. Roscho, R-O-S-C-H-O. Either way, it needs to be cleaned, obviously. But even if this was just like sitting on a shelf, because I don't anticipate making a dish this big for just myself very often. But how lovely is this? So cute, and I'm very happy with it, even if it's a styling piece. The original price was $28, but this vendor was having their entire booth 50% off, so I paid $14, which is, you know, a lot for a secondhand find. But it was just so charming. Like immediately I was like, I need that. And that doesn't happen to me often. There's not many times I'll go into a store and be like, I need that. And there are lots of things that I want and would like to have, but a lot of times I'm totally fine just leaving something behind. But every once in a while something calls out to me, and that was definitely one of them. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a few things. These are my final few things that I got at some yard sales. My yard sale shopping is always spontaneous. I'm never like going into the classifieds or on Craigslist and hunting for yard sales. I'll just see a sign and be like, oh, I guess I'm going to a yard sale today. The first one I went to, I didn't get too much. They were wrapping up as I was pulling in. They were packing stuff up to be donated. So, but I did score this basket. Good size. It's a little bit broken up here at the top, but I don't super mind. I kind of am envisioning this as a planter because I really, really, really want to bring some plants into this new space and like, I don't know, test out my plant mom skills. We shall see. It could also be a waste bin, but I really want plants in this apartment. I have even picked out some places where I think plants would fit really well. Also at this particular yard sale, the only other thing I bought from that one was a pair of jumper cables, brand new in the box, $8. They're in my car. Obviously you don't really need to see those, but I have had my battery die on me already up here in Maine, and I replaced it, but it really brought to my attention that you need jumper cables in your car, dummy. Talking to myself. This basket was $2. And the very last thing that I'm gonna show you is probably it's definitely my biggest purchase. I purchased it at a yard sale. I saw it, and you know what? It is not my typical style. I think you're gonna be surprised when you see it. But it's this really lovely black, kind of French inspired dresser. cabinet nightstand. I'm putting it in my bedroom. I saw it and I was like, wow, you know what, that is really beautiful. And I had already thought and planned on bringing in a little bit of black into this space just to kind of ground it and make, you know, usually I have a very colorful, bright white style, which I love, but I kind of want to grow it up a little bit and embrace, you know, this apartment has these wood beams. They're the dark brown wood. There's lots of nature outside, like you can see all these like natural colors, greens, browns, and I kind of wanted to bring in just a little bit of that black into the space to ground the design and grow it up a little bit. I'm really curious to see how it's going to work out because it's very different, I think, than what you've seen from me before. But I found this little cabinet and I fell in love with it. Like, it's definitely the most expensive thing I've bought so far in my thrifting and yard sales. It was $54, but I mean, just look at it. It's beautiful. It's got the gold like filigree kind of handles. There is one like knob that I think I'd want to replace. It doesn't seem to fit with the rest of the cabinet, but it's just really lovely. I plan to put it in my bedroom, not as a nightstand, but just as a cabinet, maybe like a catch-all, a little storage place, put my perfume, my keys, my phone, maybe a lamp, an alarm clock, you know, something just like away from the bed, so that I need to get out of the habit of having my phone right by my bed. It's a whole thing, but you know, I thought it was really beautiful. Just being in New England, I'm also kind of gravitating towards a little bit more like, not historical, but just, you know, pieces with a history. That's why I kind of like the mismatched chairs, and I like the Dutch oven that I bought it, and buying things secondhand because number one, it's usually cost efficient. Number two, it's conservative in the way that I'm not buying a new product. I'm buying something that has already existed. I'm not creating a demand for more. And there's history behind it. And I think that's really lovely. And I feel like my style is just kind of evolving over time. And I'm excited to really be in a space completely on my own for the first time ever in my whole life, and just make it a place that I really love. I mean, I could really see myself in this apartment for a while. It's so beautiful. The price is right. And it's in my beloved Maine, and I'm just really excited. All right, y'all, that is gonna wrap up this thrift estate, side of the road, flea market haul. It was all over the place, but I found some really good stuff. And you know, the prices were right on the money. Like, with the exception of the black cabinet, which was by far the most splurgy thing I found, which even for that, like, is a pretty good deal for that size of a cabinet. I mean, you could easily get a nightstand that's like $75, $100+, and that's $55. It's way bigger than a nightstand. But all that is to say, like, budget-wise, I feel like I'm doing pretty darn well. I'll obviously be buying like a sofa and some bigger pieces like a bed. I'd like to find kind of a dining table that is secondhand or that I can play around with, refinish, whatever. But there's just like a lot of opportunity here, and I'm very, very excited. And I'm really excited to bring you along with me. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you want to stick around. I do a lot of, you know, life in Maine, you know, just kind of like showing you my life here and building it together, a lot of home DIY, holiday kind of stuff, and I'd love to have you. If you want more day in the life, behind the scenes fun stuff, you can follow me over on Instagram at ColorfulMegan, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground.